Warning. This game contains implied nudity, adult situations, strong language, underage drinking, and depictions and descriptions of gay sex, and is not suitable for children. This game may also deal with uncomfortable situations such as violence, bullying, and depression. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello everyone and welcome back to more Zags demo. If you missed the last part, I'll have a link in the info card or in the description. If you're interested in playing the demo yourself, pre-ordering the game, supporting the dev, links will be in the description as well. Hope you enjoy. I paused briefly outside the door to Chris and Adam's room before knocking. 10 a.m. isn't too early, right? There's no response, so I knock again after a bit and hear some shuffling from behind the door. A few moments later, Adam opens the door looking annoyed. Dude. Good morning, Chico. It's barely morning. No, Chris? Adam yawns and scratches his chest. I think he's getting back sometime this morning. He grabs my bag from the corner. And here's your bag, I'll see you for lunch later. Maybe. Sounds good, Chico. Go wear in that bed some more. Adam shakes his head and closes the door behind me. I hear someone clear their throat. Hey, Carlos was it? Yep, hey yourself. Nicole and Jake? Sorry, we didn't mean to overhear, but it sounds like Chris isn't back yet. Apparently he's getting back sometime this morning. Yeah, we just wanted to see if he wanted to play some board games, and he wasn't online, so we figured we'd stop by. He pauses for a second. You're also welcome to join us, of course. Actually, that sounds fun. See what's happening back at the house, or head to the gym and see if Malik is there. Oh, tempted to go to the gym. You know what? Let's just head to the gym and see if Malik is there. I was actually going to the gym this morning. Right, of course. We're going to try to play board games every Wednesday evening this semester. You're always welcome to join us. Thanks, I'll keep that in mind. I grab my clothes at the house and head to the Student Center gym. I drop my bag off in my room, grab my gym clothes, and head to the gym desk. Sure enough, Malik is working. Hey, hey! He stares at me for a second. Are you wearing the same shirt as yesterday? Oh, yeah. I didn't get my bag with clothes in it from Adam until this morning, so I just wore this again. Oh, honey, it still looks good on you. Swipe your card, please. I do, and he hands me a towel. The conversation from last night resurfaces in my mind. About last night. Aw, sweetie, it's okay. No, it's not. I think I came across in the wrong way, or I just wanted to let you know I, support you. No, it's not. I think I came across in the wrong way. He laughs. Honey, it's really okay. Like I said, I was surprised we hadn't had that conversation before. You don't make me uncomfortable. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I should go hit the treadmill. Carlos! It's okay, Carlos. I'm trying really hard to make the right decisions for you. You go do that. I change and claim a treadmill in the deserted gym. I should tell him. My parents would react in the same way his did. My thoughts are interrupted by Adam appearing in front of me. Hey dude, are you okay? Malik is gay, or just dreading classes tomorrow, or just lost in thought? Do I be honest? I mean, he's open about it. Decisions are hard. I think I'm rattled right now because I broke my streak recently about having, like, good endings, and now I'm just, like, hyperventilating. What do I do? What's the right choice? I don't know. Malik is gay. Oh. Does he know you? No, I tried to tell him, but I just couldn't get the words out. Oh. Well, I'm sure it'll happen in time, dude. Guess. I'm always here if you need to talk. I know. Thanks, Chico. Anyway, what brings you to the gym so early in the morning? I couldn't fall asleep again after you came by, so I figured I'd get in some weights and stuff before lunch. You're welcome. I spend the morning working out with Adam, spotting him on weights and generally talking about things. Before I know it, it's been a couple of hours. Well, that was a good workout, and I'm hungry for food. Want to see what chef's cooked up? We get changed and head back to the house. Lunch appears to be meatloaf and mashed potatoes. Adam eats quickly and excuses himself to go read another textbook. I keep fucking up with Malik. I'm just like, I should have just been, like, supporting. I'm so bad. It's gonna haunt me for days. I end up back in my room after lunch and finally unpack my bag from the trip. I sit at my desk afterwards and pull out my laptop. Oh, a new email from Elliot. This doesn't contain very much of note, although it's always good to hear from him. It reminds me that I've been meaning to get an instant message account to talk to him more directly. I pull the crumpled piece of paper out of my desk drawer that has James's screen name on it and stare at it. Also, I could talk to James. Chris said he gave him good advice when he was first coming out. I install the program, finger shaking for some reason, and stare up the sign-up screen. Right, screen name. Carlos 123. It's a demo. I don't know. What else would I call him? I need to think of something by the time the game comes out, which isn't until like late next year, so I got time to think about it. It sounds so silly. I complete the sign-up process and add both Elliot and James to my contacts. I should ask Chris for his screen name at some point too. They both seem to be online at the moment. I stare at the names and feel more and more nervous. Why am I so afraid of this? It's Elliot. I'm not trying to come out to him. I just want to talk to him. Talk to James, because like probably... Is he gonna be open though? My hand shakes as I click on James's screen name and type into the window that appears. Hey, it's Carlos. We met at Q&A last semester. Hi. Yes. Sorry for taking so long to message you, but I signed up today. Okay. I think back to my conversation with Malik last night and this morning and my inability to come out to him. I guess I'm still really scared about things. Okay, wanna talk? Isn't that what we're doing? In Q&A now. Not alone. Can't meet somewhere else. I look around, unsure whether it's a good idea to invite him over to the house. How about my room? How about the student center? How about the student center? In the atrium with the chairs. Okay. Look, James is very accommodating. I love him, okay? Stop, shut up. I can't go into this right now. At least it'll be more neutral ground. Not sure I could do Q&A again, at least not yet, and it wouldn't be fair to ask him to come to me. I grab my coat and head out. I find an empty table in the atrium, which is fortunately not too busy. James shows up a few moments later. Wow! His hair is short, wow! He's still really attractive. He nods at me before taking a seat next to me. Hi. Hi. He nods, seemingly waiting for me to speak. This isn't much of a talk if I don't say anything. So I guess I recently came out, but it was only to my best friend, Adam and Chris, and I guess Q&A people. One of my good friends last semester got beaten up by a homophobic asshole in my frat. Elliot? James's voice makes me jump for some reason. Yeah, did you know him? No, of him. Heard from Chris. Oh. Is Elliot... Yeah. Does that mean he's... James just shrugs. Ask him. Right, of course. But Chris and everything made me feel like I'm not doing enough. Like if Ellie and I had a chance or something, I feel like I've blown it by being in the closet. And Chris and you and my friend Malik, you're all so... open. He stares at me for a bit, friendly, and nods again. You and Chris remind me of me last year. You were scared too? Yes. That seems hard to believe now. He stares off into space. It took me a long time to accept myself. I could have passed as straight, after all I do like women, but that somehow felt like I would be denying a part of myself that mattered, and it took me a long time to come to terms with that. He smiles at me and it feels reassuring somehow. There is no right way to come out, there is no right way to be gay. Some people are like Dan, they don't care what anyone else thinks. I guess to a certain extent you have to be that way sometimes because the world isn't as accepting as it should be. But he lives his life that way and expects everyone else to, too. So come out in your own way, at your own pace. Don't let anyone dictate how or where or when you do it. That's up to you. And don't blame yourself for the past. Don't feel like you're letting people down by not being as out as you think you should be. If people have a problem with that, that's on them. And I'm sorry about Elliot. My parents wouldn't approve. That makes it harder. You said you know Malik. I would not have made the decisions he did in his position. I'm glad he did the right thing for him, and he made it work, but it could have ended badly. Just like others shouldn't dictate when you come out, there is no shame in remaining closeted, including to family. Sometimes physical and financial well-being are more important. He shrugs. Not a good situation though. Sorry, you're in it. I nod and stare at my hands. I love James! Yay! Thanks. But sometimes family surprises you. Wow, what was that voice? Oof. Not that you should take a risk if you're not sure. An image of Elliot's parents looking at me and Adam disapprovingly flashes into my head and I shudder involuntarily. I don't think that happened in my case, but it's nice to think about. In time they will understand. I hope so. And you have friends here who support you. Yeah. We sit there for a bit in silence. I'm not sure what else to say, but James doesn't seem like he has anything else for the moment. Thank you. You're welcome. Always happy to talk. Hope this helped. Should go, but Q&A Saturday morning if you want. He heads back to the Q&A room and I watch him go. Goodbye, my love! Actually, that really helped me feel better about myself. This is why I love James. He's so good. I love him. Despite the cold, I walk around outside for a bit, collecting my thoughts before heading back to the house. By the time I get back to my room, it's evening, and I have a quick dinner before retreating back to my room. I guess it's Sunday evening. I should figure out what I'm going to be doing this week. Hey, actually, I should tell you how my weekly planner works. Okay, here's the Snoop part that I'm gonna probably really be bad at. Alright, let's go. Show me how the weekly planner works, Carlos. This is the main planner screen. This area is where you select an activity for each time slot. Activities available may vary by the day and time slot. Notes will update as the game proceeds and offer a quick reminder of things that may affect your planning decisions. Like Steve has started a weekly frat meeting on Tuesday evenings. Malik works at the Student Center gym desk Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday evenings. Chris, Jake, Nate, and Co. play board games every Wednesday evening. For now, let's look at stats. Click the View Stats button. Look, the stats is gonna be my downfall. This is a screen showing all of my stats. The left displays my friendship with almost everyone in the game. In particular, the 4 top bars are for the guys I can potentially date. On the right are my stats. The top 2 are the most important to track. Happiness reflects well how happy I am at the moment. Some activities will become unavailable in the planner if this drops too low. Libido. You should also watch my libido, as I may be forced to take drastic actions if it becomes too pressing. Oh. The bottom 5 stats are relevant to my dating and social life. Fitness reflects how in shape I am, and Malik appreciates fit men. Studious is how I'm doing in school. Not only do I need to not fail out, but Chris appreciates when I study. Gamingness reflects my interest in board games, which naturally gets Jake more interested in me. Confidence reflects my acceptance of my sexuality, which is important to Nate. Fitness, studiousness, gamingness, and confidence also impact available activities and choices, in addition to getting me on the guys' good side. Finally, frattiness is how dedicated I am to the frat house and my brothers. We'll now navigate back to the planning screen. To use the planner, click on the day and time slot. Click on Monday morning for now. This screen lists off the different actions you can pick from the selected slot. The little options may vary based on the day and time. Reference the notes for tips. You can hover over an action for more info on it. Select whatever action you want. Go to class, I guess. The selected action shows in selected slot. In addition, the effect of my happiness is displayed at the top. I don't like class. Carlos doesn't like class. Remember that my happiness may limit what activities can be selected during planning. You can save or load a default plan for the entire week to make the process a little easier. That's nice. Once every slot is filled out, an execute plan button will appear in the lower right. And that's it. I guess I should actually figure this out now. Tuesday evenings. probably hang at 10 to maybe frick. I'm not good at this. Okay. We might speed through this while I look at things and go like shit. Okay, so frat leisure makes them more happy. I guess we'll go with this one. I don't know. I spent too long on this. Let's go. Let's go let it load up. What? Can I not go back? Wow, I cannot. Alright, nice. The week goes by quickly. I spend Monday morning at the house and run into Steve. We talk about upcoming Fred events for a while. Frediness, Happiness, and Steve. I spend Monday afternoon attending classes, studies, whatever. I'm gonna end up saying studies because mouth. And minus Happiness. I go to the gym to work out on Monday evening. Malik is there and we have a quick conversation as well. Malik, Fitness, and Happiness. I go to the gym to work out on Tuesday morning. It's pretty quiet. Fitness and Happiness. I spend Tuesday afternoon attending classes, studies, and happiness. Tuesday evening I sit with Tom and Adam and listen to Steve talk about upcoming events for the house. Fridiness, Steve, Tom, and Adam. I go to the gym to work out on Wednesday morning. It's pretty quiet. Fitness and Happiness. I spend Wednesday afternoon attending classes, minus Happiness, and plus studies. I meet the group Wednesday evening for games. Jake opts out to study instead, so we play Puerto Rico without him. Happiness, Gamingness, Hannah, Nick, Nicole, Nay, and Chris. I spent Thursday morning hanging out at the house. Most of the brothers are in class, so I take a nap on the couch in the common room. I spent Thursday afternoon attending classes, my plus studies, happiness. I spend Thursday evening studying in my room. I spend Friday morning hanging out at the house. Most of the brothers are in classes, so I watch some TV on my own. It seems like maybe I should move classes to the morning, and maybe frattiness to frat leisure to later on. I spent Friday morning hanging out at the house. Most of the brothers I saw watching TV on my own. I spent Friday afternoon attending classes. Okay. Suddenly, it's Friday evening. I meet Adam after classes on Friday. I bet you're happy classes are done. Any plans for tonight? It's been a while. We could go see what movies are showing at the theater. Hopefully Casino Royale isn't showing. That sounds fun. That sounds fun. Should we find Chris? That sounds fun. Should we find Tom? How about the gym? Maybe not today. Something else. That sounds fun. Should we find Chris? Sounds like a plan. I think he has biology last thing Fridays. We should still be able to catch him. We catch Chris walking out of the science building talking to James. He notices us and stops. I think back to my recent conversation with James, and for some reason seeing him again makes me blush. Carlos, Adam. Hey, Carlos and I were going to see a movie. You two are interested in joining us? Chris looks over at James, who smiles. Need to run lines, but go have fun. Chris shrugs. I'm gonna help James run lines. Sure, maybe next time, dude. James nods at us before walking off, Chris close behind him. I feel weirdly jealous of Chris. Same. So, shall we? We make our way to the theater and look at the list of movies. None of these sound familiar. The Hitcher? The Hitcher? Did I read that right? I don't know. Dude, is that going to be one of those movies that reminds me of a dissection lab? Well, I don't know what any of the others are. The Cleaner? Sounds like it'd be some action film. We buy tickets and 5 seats in the theater. So, how was your first week? Okay, I guess. Just okay. I guess I'm continuing to have doubts about my major. Dude, you can switch majors, it's a thing. I'd say you should do that soon, but given you failed a major relevant class last semester, maybe it matters less. Yeah. We've been over this already, dude. Sorry, I just mean that you should switch, if you're not happy where you are. It's a perfectly normal thing to do. I guess. The room darkens and the movie starts. I guess we forgot to get any concessions. The movie ends up being really good, even Adam seems to enjoy it. Okay. It was bad, but so bad that it's actually good again, maybe? Well, it was better than doing homework. Of course. So, dinner? I was thinking pizza. That sounds good. We head to the yard. We're seated surprisingly quickly for a Friday. I wonder if the waitress remembers us. The waitress brings us waters and nods towards the kitchen when we order our usual pizza. Looks like she does. Dinner is pretty uneventful and it's always nice to spend time with Adam. He leaves for his room afterwards and I head back to the house. I spend the rest of the evening relaxing at the house. Shit. I wake up too early Saturday morning. James said he'd be at Q&A, but I don't think I'm ready for that experience again yet. I guess I could hit the gym before it gets busy, but sleeping in is always nice. Go to the gym or go to the gym. I get dressed and head to the gym. Malik isn't working this morning, so I quickly swipe in and find a treadmill. The gym is surprisingly busy, but I managed to get a good workout in anyway. Back at my room and after a nice hot shower, I try to decide what I want to do with the day. Adam and Chris are probably studying, like always. I could hang out with them and get lunch. Jake, Nick, and Nicole might be setting up for games in the student center. Look, I really want to see more of Chris, and that's why I'm like, Chris! Go find Adam and Chris. I head towards Chris and Adam's room. I knock on the door of Chris and Adam's room after a short delay. It opens. Hey dude. I didn't wake you up, I hope. Nope. Was just doing some work. Chris went to Q&A this morning, I think. He hasn't returned yet. Want to do something? We could go to the library and do homework together. Dude. What did you have in mind? I'd, still kind of just preferred the house. Game room? I can dominate you at foosball. Bring it on. We head to the gym and claim one of the foosball tables. We play a couple of games and I win handedly. I've forgotten how good you were at this. We'll just have to play some Tetranet sometime so you can show me your skills. Carlos? Nate and Jake walk up to the table. Hey! Nate nods at Adam. Hi Adam. We just finished up some board games and Jake wanted to play DDR. You two are welcome to join us, of course. Thanks dude, but I'm pretty sure that's not for me. He punches my arm. You should try it though, Carlos. Sure, that sounds interesting, or I think I'd rather stick to foosball. Sure, that sounds interesting. We head over to the DDR machine. I'll play with you, Jake, then Carlos and I can switch out for something. Adam and I watch Nate and Jake play around. Nate's side doesn't look too difficult, but I can't make sense of Jake's side. Nate steps off and shakes his head. That's always harder than I remember. Want to give it a shot? I do and don't do very well. Adam laughs when I step off. Dude, I'm glad I'm not trying this. First time is always hard. You'll get it. Nate switches back for another game before Jake staggers off to get some water. So, how are you two? Can't complain. Well, I guess I can, since classes are really picking up. But otherwise, can't complain. Well, if you ever want to study or do homework with us, let me know. Just send me an email in advance or something. I can probably do most evenings. Jake, Hannah, and Nick are always working on stuff together, since they're in the same classes. It'd be nice to have another upperclassman around. Even if you're not necessarily taking the same classes. Jake returns with some wet paper towels around his neck. Again? Nate laughs and pats his shoulder. It's about time for lunch, I think. I like food. I guess we'd better be going then. It was good to see both of you again. Well, that was fun. I guess we should get lunch at the house. This is longer than I expected. Lunch is uneventful and Adam leaves afterwards to do some work. I spend the afternoon hanging around the house and head back to my room after dinner. I sit at my computer and add Chris to my contacts, then stare at my IM list. Chris, James, and Elliot all appear to be online. I'm not sure I should bother James again, he seems to always be so busy. I hide his contact for now, but keep him around just in case. I could talk to Chris about his coming out experience. Talk to Elliot, talk to Chris, or don't talk to anyone. I should talk to Elliot. But also Chris. It's so weird. I feel weird. Like, I'm so excited about seeing Chris because, you know, it's the character you played as, and it's just like, I want to know more about Chris. But at the same time, it's weird because it's sort of like talking to you yourself. No, I do want to talk to Elliot though. So talk to Elliot. My hand shakes as I click on Elliot's screen name and type into the window that appears. Hey, Carlos. Hey, I guessed as much. It's good to hear from you. I know you just wrote me an email, but how are things? Unchanged. I guess it's obvious now that I won't be back this semester. Wondering if it would make more sense for me to find a school closer to home. Still having issues? Not as much, actually. But I think my parents want to keep me close. Just in case. My fingers hover over the keys, wanting to ask any number of things about him, his parents, or his sexuality. Or about us. Instead, I chicken out. Guess that makes sense. So how were the holidays with Adam? Did you like California? Elliot and I end up talking for hours despite our frequent emails. Before I know it, it's gotten late, and Elliot says it's time for bed. I'm glad I talked to Elliot. I wake up sufficiently late on Sunday to knock on my door. Oh god, he looks so tired. Hey dude. Well, this is the opposite of what you actually... I was just thinking this. Well, this is the opposite of what usually happens. We'd invite you to breakfast, but it's lunchtime now. The yard? Yeah, that sounds great, or I think I had other plans. Yeah, that sounds great. My best friends, I can't say no. Just give me a minute to get dressed. I noticed Chris tear his gaze away from me. Maybe I should wear this shirt around him more often. Carlos! Oh, Jesus. I get changed and quickly join them in the hallway. Ready? The restaurant is busy, so we stand in the area by the hostess stand and wait for a table. Power classes this semester. I hope this warms up soon. I hope it warms up soon. Although I guess both of you actually like the snow. I like snow, but coming back to this after winter break was not ideal. Chris just shrugs. I still like the snow. We'll go build a snowman or something sometime, Chris. It'll teach you to hate the snow. I feel like that would have the opposite effect. Now you're making me want to go out in this. After lunch? That sounds good. Oh god, that's so... Oh god, I'm just like, that's so good. Friendship. Soon we're led to a table and the waitress looks at us expectantly. A large pizza with pepperoni and jalapenos. Should we have something different since Chris is with us? Should we get something different since Chris is with us? Chris shakes his head. Well, we could at least make it easier for you since you just picked the jalapenos off. Half jalapeno and half pineapple, then. The waitress nods and hurries off to the kitchen. So, this is Rush Week, right? Chris looks at me confused. Rush is when we get a bunch of prospective pledges over to the house and paddle them until they decide to join them. What? Well, at least the first part. And yes, that's this week. Still feels strangely like this is it, you know? Dude? Like, remember last year? I was so excited for this because we'd been hanging out and it was a chance to finally get official in a way. And I guess it was a decent enough experience and it was great to make so many friends. But dude, I don't fit in. And I always know I've been missing a lot of events lately, but this isn't just an event or something. It's a week of events that I both don't want to and don't really have the time to attend. So don't go. It's what comes with the frat membership, or it'll be fun. It'll be fun? Passed out people in the stench of beer isn't my idea of fun, dude. Well, that's only Friday. The other evenings are more standard social events. I guess. The pizza, I feel like I fucked that up, but that's fine. The pizza arrives and we dig in. So what's the plan for the day? I think Chris and I are going to do homework. Boring. It wouldn't hurt for you to actually do some work for once either. Or we could go to the gym. I think there were board games. Study with Emma and Chris, see if board games are happening, or hang out at the frat house. The gym, let's go make that snowman. Well, let's go make that snowman though. But what if we go make that snowman though? Let's go make that snowman. What? Oh. That sounds like fun. Although I'm surprised you'll willingly go out in this. I'm trying to convince Chris to hate it. Chris's eyebrow raised, Jesus. We spend the rest of the afternoon building snowmen and getting into snowball fights. James walks by and almost hit him with a snowball meant for Adam. Oh, sorry. It's okay. You know that, Chris. Have you eaten? Too early for dinner, just more lines. Did you need help? James shrugs. Sure. I'll see you two later. I watched them walk off together. Look. This is fun. I love it. I guess we should head in anyway. I'm getting a little cold. Hating the cold yet, dude? You wish. I probably should actually get some homework done though. Boring. I'll maybe see you later tonight. I head back to the house and spend the rest of the afternoon hanging out with the brothers. Halfway through a Guitar Hero song, I feel a pair of arms circle around my waist. Your attempts to distract me will not work, dude. Who are you calling dude? There's an exasperated sigh behind the speaker and I pause the game. Oh. The arms around me turn out to belong to Ashley, or is it Lee? Who's staring at me with a look that makes me a little uncomfortable. Her sister is close by, looking annoyed. They're probably looking for sex again. I haven't seen you since last semester. Bet you've been missing the two of us. Ahem. We should probably get going, Ash. You two aren't quite matching today. I know. Can you believe Ash doesn't want to dress alike all the time anymore? Very funny, Ash. Ash, or is it Lee, releases me and smiles. Well, we have a threesome to find, so if you're not interested now, you can come and find us later or whatever. She runs her finger down my chest to my shirt buttons before heading out of the room. Lee shakes her head. Sorry about her. It's nice to see you again, though. I hope you had a nice break. Yeah, I went to California with Adam. It was nice there. That's good. She looks towards the doorway. I should go, but the offer does stand, though, if you ever want to hook up. We're not hard to find. I watch her leave. Sex is always nicer than handling things myself. Even if it's with a girl, I guess. I just wish I had the courage to hook up with a guy instead. Then I wouldn't have to think of someone else during sex. And the twins can't give me what I really want anyway. Of course, having someone I could care for too would be even nicer. The brother playing with me pokes me with the end of his guitar. Sorry, just considering their offer. I unpause the game and we continue playing. Soon, Chef walks in and announces that it's time for dinner. Tom and Steve are sitting together at a table talking. Tom notices me and waves me over. Hey bro, come join us. We were just talking about Rush. It's gonna be great. Gonna get shit-faced every night. It's about the pledges, huh? Not the drinking. Technically speaking, you shouldn't even be drinking. Tom laughs and playfully punches his arm. Right, okay. I'll get shit-faced with the pledges. Hope to see you around this week, Carlos. Anyway, I'm going to go talk to Zach about some logistics. You two have a nice dinner. Tom slaps me on the back and grins. You gonna drink with me this year, big bro? You know I don't like to drink. Maybe, or Steve is right, you really shouldn't be drinking. I don't know. It's between Steve is right, you really shouldn't be drinking, or you know I don't like to drink. You know I don't like to drink. I'm worried I might do something and give myself away if I do. Wow. You're missing out, bro. The two of us should have a beer with Adam. He could definitely use it. The two of us grab some food and we have a pretty nice dinner together. Afterwards, I head back to my room. I guess it's Sunday evening again. How long is this demo? Jesus. I haven't been able to do an outro because I was like, it's gonna be quick. It's almost like 2 hours. If you guys are interested in playing the demo yourself, supporting the dev, pre-ordering the game, links will be in the description as always. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.